Good. How are you?
Dude, I'm doing really good. You staying healthy and staying well?
Absolutely. You always well?
Good. Dude, doing great. Dude, I'm so impressed. You're such a wizard. You probably can you see my screen now?
I
I tried
can.
to share it to you. Dude, so my average cost per result was like $9 on a good day and more like 12 to 15 bucks realistically. And
Right.
already after that first half hour, I'm down to like 2, 3 bucks a lead. So I'm just in shock.
That's awesome. Wow.
Yeah,
Looks
it's
great.
amazing. It's a game changer for me. So I mean, I'm getting way more volume of leads for the same spend, you know?
Exactly. And that's the power of this, right? So I mean like you're essentially scaling
Yep.
and pulling back spend.
Yeah. I'm just like, I don't know, man. It's amazing. That 500 bucks was like a game changer.
Yeah. Cool.
I
Awesome.
appreciate it.
Yeah, no, of course. Let's check
And
out
I
the
know,
Go
yeah, I
ahead.
figure you're probably just scratching the surface too. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing to see what you can do in 30 minutes. That's just saving me, you know, not just saving me hundreds of dollars a month, but, hopefully generating the type of business that I want to have.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, this is just the first step. So now we're going into optimization. So
Sure.
we're gonna see if we can cut these costs even lower. If we go to ad sets,
Well,
yeah. Ad sets.
yep. Yep. Do you want me to give you control?
Yeah, let's see.
I can't remember how to do that. Okay, there we go. Got it.
Cool. All right, so we have, let's go to interest testing first. So last 7 days.
And what's cool is this is the ad set names are flowing through to my CRM. So as I'm talking to people, I know exactly which ad set they came from, which is really nice too.
Okay, then do you know which one's performing out of these?
The sales process, we're probably just getting close to, or I'm just getting close to the first couple sales. So it's probably going to take 2, 3 weeks to really figure out who buys.
Okay,
Um, but yeah, so
got
hopefully in
it.
the next few weeks I'll know.
So it's possible that Wix could end up becoming like a really an audience that gets a lot of sales at a high lead cost, or it could mean that Gmail gets a lot of sales at a very low cost per lead. It just
Sure,
depends, right?
sure.
So there might be higher value ones and the higher costs. So we want to
Yeah.
make sure that what you're seeing on the back end is like, okay, hey, here's where the main people are coming from that convert.
Yep.
And then whenever you see that, then you're just gonna cut the ones that you don't.
Sure.
Let's
See
take a look at
conversion from.
right. So let's look at
And the
lookalikes.
lookalikes are even cheaper. So, I mean, is that pretty common that your lookalike audience is going to be more accurate,
Absolutely.
cost you less? Okay,
Yeah, it gets better too. The more data it gets.
cool.
So yeah, this one is a lot cheaper. People who opened and submitted the form. Okay. I mean, I think we should just go ahead and create another lookalike.
Sure.
And then what we can do is turn off another ad set.
Okay.
So we just duplicate this one. And we're doing this because like we see that it is a low cost, $2.
Yeah.
We
Yep.
could probably find one. This one's people who opened and submitted. So we'll just try
Okay.
one who has people who've just submitted only.
Okay. Cool. So basically, the more data you're pushing through, the more specific you can get with your lookalikes, and ultimately keep driving down that cost per result.
The more of the same event, yes.
More same
So
event. Okay, got
you
it.
have two events in this one and it's at $2. So if we get more of the same event, meaning only submissions, then you're going
Yeah.
to see it be even better.
And I'm just using a lead form on my Facebook ad, I believe.
Right. So we just do create, oops. We do create new
Okay, got it.
and then custom audience. Then you're going to do lead form. We'll do last 90 days since that one's working. Anyone
Okay.
who, oh, hold on. Who opened and submitted.
I think that's what the other one was, maybe.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So let's see
Yeah,
here.
CloudWorks. Yeah, and phone form. Yep.
Okay. So that's anybody who opened and submitted. So they had to have opened it, they had to have submitted it. So actually,
Okay.
that one is very accurate.
Okay.
So the other one would be anybody who open but didn't submit.
Sure.
So that would be the alternative. So this one might be a little less qualified, but
Okay.
it's going to have a lot more data. So it could theoretically be pretty
Still
good.
could be cheaper than like the generic targeting.
Exactly. Opened, but didn't submit.
So when you've been working with clients for a long time, eventually are you just doing lookalike audiences?
Strictly.
Cool. Okay.
It's very rare. Interest will last more than a year.
Okay.
They
Sure.
usually
Once you
die
find your
out.
people, you find them.
Yeah, they die out about 180 to 240 days in.
Oh, really? Okay.
And when I say die out, it just means you would need new creative or something. But usually
Yeah.
by that point, if you're testing lookalikes, you would have already found something that's converting better than any of your interests. And
Sure.
the interest just can't beat out the lookalike because other people have the option to select the same interests as you, which makes
Yeah.
competition a little bit more steep when lookalikes are literally just custom audiences that you've created. Nobody else can target your lookalike.
Yeah. And I need what you said, like 1,000 email addresses of converted clients to make my own lookalike to my actual customers.
100 plus, but 1,000 is for quality.
Okay, cool.
We'll stick with 1% to keep it accurate. United States. We'll do 90 days again just to make sure we get enough users in there.
Sure. So from
Well,
here, is it just going around and playing with more interests and creating more ad copy?
mm, I would say more retargeting and more lookalikes.
Okay.
And then optimizing by cutting things that aren't working.
Okay. So I don't need to necessarily go and try to create 100 different ads. I just need to start trimming back and keep working on my lookalikes.
Yeah, you trim back, and then once costs start going down, great, they'll stabilize. And then over time, once you see costs start climbing, like over the course of a week or
Uh-huh.
two,
Uh-huh.
then you're like, okay, now we got to test new ads to throw back in there because there's not really much you can cut once something's going, it's not performing anymore. Like
Yeah,
you've
okay.
already consolidated,
Got it. And that's
right? So
every couple
you gotta
months.
re-expand and then do the process again.
Got it. Okay.
It can be every
Basically,
couple months, but if you launch an ad that is essentially a wonder creative and outstanding copy where you've hit every little key point that is important and matters to your customer and it just resonates extremely well, I mean, it could last years.
okay.
And that's what you really want is something that can go forever and really, I mean, not forever, but
Yeah.
a couple of years and never have to worry about changing it because it's always just
Yeah.
producing money.
Cool.
All right. Then all we're going to do is we're just going to take the name here like last time and place it up here. All right. That one's done. And now what we can do is we can do it since we launched this one, it's adding 5 daily. What you could do is you could find another one to remove 5 daily from if you wanted to.
Okay. Got it.
Let's do last 4 days just to see what's going on.
Sure.
Maybe if results have changed. Okay. So GoDaddy's at $4 now. What was
Yeah.
that
Okay.
last 7? Okay. So
Two.
it's at 295. So it's gone up a little bit. Let's see the ads. Oh, okay. Too much text, but that's the one that's getting the most.
Yeah, that's weird. What does learning limited mean?
Learning limited means you need 50 conversions within the last 7 days on any given ad set to exit learning limited.
Okay.
You have 27 here, you need 50. This one
That's
says
for a
learning.
lookalike. Okay.
Learning means that it was just launched recently or it just started getting spin recently. So
Got it.
it needs about 50
Yeah, got it.
recommended conversions. And it looks like yours are based on a 1-day click attribution window. So technically you need 50 in 1 day to exit learning.
Yeah, okay, got it.
Okay, so let's look at GoDaddy again. How are the conversations going with people from GoDaddy?
They're going. I can see it in there. I just don't think I have enough. Like out of the
Not enough info
leads,
yet.
not enough info yet.
Got it. Cool.
Like
All
the gal
right.
I talked to this morning was from Wix. And that's great, but just not enough to really know.
Right. Okay. So
Because I probably have legit conversations with one out of every 30 leads.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to account overview. Oh, we don't have the creative tool yet. Interesting. Got it. Let's see here. Here's another way to do it. What we could do is we could do rank this by results real fast and then do select all these.
Okay.
Filters by head delivered. And then we'll just unselect this one, unselect that one. We're essentially just going to look at the cost. Then we're going to do filter by selection.
Okay.
So in the last 7 days, you're paying, oh, we got to get rid of these. Filter by selection. I'm paying $272 for this creative on average, $272 per lead for this creative. It has a lot of leads. Yeah, that's really good. A lot of people are clicking through. A lot of people are moving forward. So let's go ahead and look at the other one.
Yeah, because I'm seriously used to like 12 to 15 bucks per lead.
Wow. Yeah, that's big. That's a big cut.
Yeah, it's huge.
All right, let's do the opposite now. And it looks like these actually have no leads.
Okay, just from the blue ones.
Wow. Yeah, so this one's an instant winner. I mean, it's like literally just devouring this other creative.
Cool. Now, do you guys use Photoshop in design, or do you guys use something different to create the? So I was trying to make different sizes based on where it's displaying.
We have partners who use Photoshop. We've used Canva to make simple ads. We've used Promo to make videos. There's a lot of cool. I mean, if you want to do a video that's easy, that doesn't really require any true editing skills, you could do Promo.
Promo is what it's called?
Yeah, promo.com. I can send you a link.
Okay. I made these with Canva, and it was kind of nice because I could have all my preset sizes and just pop them out. So
exactly.
Just keep resizing
Canva's easy to use, and it's definitely it's good. So we'll filter these ads by selection. So these ads have gotten you nothing.
Okay.
But they've only spent $2.70, and that's because
Facebook. Total. Okay.
Yeah, Facebook believes that this ad's probably not worth putting any money into. It doesn't like this ad apparently.
Okay.
So it's not spending money there. Therefore, what could happen is you could either get a lead within the 270, or the alternative would be to just exactly unlikely, or you could just turn it off.
Yeah. Okay.
If you turn these off, you're going to be saving roughly
couple bucks maybe.
Yeah, over a long period of time. But I mean, it's every penny counts.
Yeah.
So I would just turn these off.
Okay.
Now you're down to one creative. I would recommend launching another one like you. Since this one just it wasn't a fair race, because it just lost immediately. You should go ahead and launch another one in there that's more comparable, that could potentially beat out this one in cost. So essentially your goal would be to get one that's better than the current creative, that not only gets lower costs, but also gets more people who move forward quicker.
Okay. And in that case, am I testing everything from change a single word to a totally different look and feel with the graphics?
Exactly. It can either be a different image, same copy, or it could be same image, different copy.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. That's good to go. Then
cool.
What you need to do is over the next few days, like you said, as people start to move forward, just tally them up in like a spreadsheet. Say, okay, hey, out of these people, they came from this one, this one, this one. Which one did we not get them from? Oh, we didn't get anything from WordPress. Well, we spent $42 there. Cut. That's what you would do once you look on the back end. Because then you're like, all right, saving $42 a week now, and we're doubling our purchases and not even increasing our spend. We cut our costs down and increased our purchases.
Yeah, amazing.
here we have small business owner, iPhone. That's ads off. This one's audience open. Nothing here yet.
Now, is there a way I can connect my checkout form on my website directly here so I can see exactly who?
What is your checkout form? Go to it.
Getcloudmail.com. Let's see. Get it here slash. It's a WordPress plugin. So it's here. It sends them off my website right now to Stripe checkout, but I could probably change that. Or I can change the redirect page, the success page that comes back from this. So let's say I had a success page in place. I think it looks like this. Anyway, I think I have a success
Two
page in
C's.
there.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. So this is my success page here.
Yeah, so, okay. Then in that case, we would just go to Ads Manager. We go to Pixels. Actually, scratch that. We go to the gear icon.
Okay.
We go to data sources. We go to custom conversions.
Custom conversions. Okay.
Add custom conversion.
Perfect.
I don't know if it's clicking.
Okay. That's it. Once I know where to find that, I feel like I can probably get that from there. Data sources, custom conversion.
Yeah.
And then you're
and
just
just to
putting
show
that.
you a quick example though.
Sure.
So you would choose the right pixel, and then it's going to be
Okay.
important that you do then you do contains, and then I would just do /success. /success. The
Okay.
reason you would do it like that is because if anybody has like an HTTP loading error where it's just
Okay.
HTTPS or HTTP, it might not pop up, right?
Okay.
If you did contain success, it doesn't matter. It's still going to count it. Then you
Oh,
have
I see.
people,
Got it.
if
Got
you
it.
just did this URL, what if somebody has like this equal like a
Sure.
question mark source something,
Sure.
right?
Sure. Some
Then it's
sort of
not going to
tag.
count it. So
So you're
as
just
long as it
searching
just,
for success.
yeah,
Yeah.
as long as you just can have that as a container
Okay.
success, it's going to work. Then you just choose the category,
To be check purchase or checkout, either one.
purchase,
Yeah.
and then the value, you just type in purchase. And then the value would be, if you know exactly how much they spent each time they land on this page, if it's the
Yeah.
same
Okay.
number every time, you just type that in.
Okay. Got it.
And then create. And then what you do is it's going to pop up on this like left-hand side. All right.
Yeah.
And all you got to do is, oh, looks like it's stuck. It'll pop up on that left-hand side, and then you have to assign it to the correct pixel.
Okay. Fair enough.
So you would go to pixels.
Okay.
You then go to
Cloud
Cloud
Mail.
Mail, add assets.
Okay. Okay.
You would then click on what would be highlighted underneath this, which is called custom conversions.
Okay.
You click it, and you would assign it to this ad account.
Okay. Oh, you send it to the ad account. I see.
Yeah, the pixel and the ad account. It should
Okay.
allow you to connect it.
Okay.
Let's see.
So basically, I would have created the asset by creating the custom conversion, and then you take that and add it.
Correct. Yep. And then you can also do this one for Stripe. You can connect this one to, you could assign this to your ad account for the Cloud Mail if you wanted to. And then what you could do is get real technical with it and just have Stripe fire an API to this event.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, that
Mhm.
would be the best way because then I know exactly what the spend is.
Exactly. So you would do that through Zapier.
Okay, perfect. I've got Zapier, so I'll look that up. So there's a Stripe to Facebook ads.
Correct. To match
Oh,
it to an
awesome.
audience. And then you just assign
Awesome.
the ad account,
Okay.
put yourself on it. And then all you do is when you do that, you come back to your ad account. Let's see. Let's pull it up. You come here. And you would simply, once it's assigned, you would just go to performance underneath columns. You would do create custom columns. You would then type in like purchase because your offline events will be here. And then you
Okay.
would select like offline. You could do
Okay.
purchases and see how it has offline here. So you deselect and you would just
Okay. Offline purchase. So
offline.
offline, it's obviously still on the internet. It's just not on.
Right. Offline is anything that happens off of the website. So offline could be
Okay.
brick and mortar. Offline could be your POS system. It could be Stripe. It could be PayPal. It could be anything.
Got it. Okay. Because Stripe isn't actually on my. Okay. No, it's not a host on my domain. So I just need to make the Zapier. And in that case, I would skip the custom event.
Correct.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, that would be right.
Okay. Perfect.
And you can
Anything
do
else?
both. You can do both
Okay. Both.
to compare which one's tracking more numbers or which one's more accurate.
Okay.
Because what you'll see is with Stripe, people use different emails than the one they sign up with.
Sure.
Everybody has an email that they like to opt into stuff for, and everybody has an email they like to submit for when they purchase something. They want to use their
Sure.
actual email.
To get the receipt.
Right.
So you would do both ways. Get the Stripe and
Yeah,
get the
because a lot of
success page.
people's emails are different. So the matching
Yeah.
of it isn't going to be as
Okay.
accurate. It's going to be like
Okay.
Facebook's like, oh, well, that person didn't see the ad. That's a different email.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
But
Got it.
if they go to the success page, then it's tracking. So you just see which number's better, like whichever
Yeah.
one's
Okay.
more accurate, and then you just follow that metric.
Perfect.
Cool.
Extremely helpful. I just really value and appreciate your time, and appreciate you being willing to break it up into 2 calls for me.
Yeah, no problem. Another thing that you could do is create one more campaign.
Okay.
I would name this one. Better yet, let's just duplicate one of these.
Okay.
Create new campaign. Use campaign budget optimization. Duplicate. You're going to name it. You're just going to put this one at $2 daily. Super low because you don't have a lot of people that you could retarget.
Sure. Sure.
You can increase it if it's getting a lot of good results, which it should. We'll just name it CBO retargeting. Now you'll have a retargeting one. And we just come here to the audiences. We'll delete one of them. We only need one.
Okay.
Once you have a lot more people in your funnel, it would make sense to do a lot more audiences in retargeting.
Okay.
You know, retargeting campaigns, some of us are spending 1,000 daily on retargeting.
Okay. Got it.
But most cases for retargeting, whenever it's like very soon and early in the process, start at 2 and then only move up after that.
Sure.
So we'll do now how we've been excluding them. That ensures that all of them have been getting new customers and showing it to new people only for you. Now we're doing the opposite here. We only want to show it to people who have seen your stuff.
Sure. Okay. Got it.
So they move forward. Custom audience would be, we should already have this. We'll do website visitors. Anybody who visited the website. Anybody who opened but didn't submit. Of course, we want them in retargeting.
Sure.
Anyone who engaged with the ads. Yep, that's good.
That's some different.
Retarget, click sales page.
Yeah, those are old. Those are old.
All right, people who opened and submitted form. Nope. So we have visited website. We have engaged with ads. We have people who opened but didn't submit.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's create another one potentially. Let's see. We'll do
So the other
this.
thing I could do a lookalike audience of my offline events as more Stripe data starts to come in, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. That'd be great. So what we're doing here is we're just including as many people as possible in this retargeting. We have anyone who engaged with the page, anyone who visited the page, anyone who engaged with the post or ad, anybody who clicked a call to action button,
Sure.
anybody who sent a message,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll just do Facebook page / post engagements 365 day. Post / ad engagements. So that way it's a little bit more accurate.
Sure.
As long as they match one of these following, then if you can just give it this a quick scroll down.
Okay. Oh yeah, sorry. Let me move it up here. There you go. You got it.
Yep. Create audience. And then that audience is in there. So now this audience will populate. It'll probably be around 1,000 something people, I imagine.
Okay.
And then all we got to do is make sure. Yep, that's good. Yep, we're not excluding anybody. Cool. And then we just publish, though, wait, we got to add some things to the name. Visited website.
Okay. So I notice you're super organized about like what you're putting in the names. It sounds like that's pretty critical once you're getting this many layers of testing going.
Absolutely. It's how you have a clear mind and prevents your emotions from going haywire whenever you don't know what's going on in an ad
Yeah,
set. Like it's like, what's up with this cost? And you don't know what it is. And then you might create two audiences by accident. Gosh, I mean, the stories that I've seen and the things that I've been through in terms of disorganized stuff that is causes people to mess up the results.
sure.
The more that it's obvious, the better that you can know. And then whenever you turn off a campaign that wasn't performing, you know that you tested it in the past,
Sure. Sure.
which is great. And then all we do is publish. So now we know this is a retargeting website visitors.
So what's in between the whole of so this $500 call and the $1,200 you run it for me? Is there anything in between there?
In between?
Yeah. But that's kind of the next step, really.
In between would be the weekly calls.
Okay.
Yeah. So the weekly Q&A calls.
Okay. What does that run?
That is the 3,800 one time
Got it. Okay.
payment. And then that gets you a full year of Q&A calls, a full year of calls.
Okay. And those are like group calls, I'm guessing?
Yeah, so every Monday and Wednesday, me and you would be getting on a call. They're done in a one-on-one environment, but there's multiple people on the call. They just go in order. So like just how it is
Oh, I see.
now, after this call would
Yep.
end, the next person would be going.
Got it. I see.
Yep. And so you'll get anywhere between 15 minutes to an hour to,
Every week. Okay.
yeah,
Got it.
2 times a week, every week. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
So
So, and
about
that's
104
$3,800 for a
calls.
year.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
3,800,
amazing.
104 calls, which is like, let's see, that's $36 a call.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. And so, and are people paying that $3,800 every year, or is that just a one-time thing that
One-time
lasts for a
payment.
year? Okay. Got it.
One-time payment gets you a full year.
Got it. And I mean, obviously, after a year, you should be able to get people, if they're converting their leads to a place where they can just become a full-on client.
Yeah, most will either switch to becoming a client because like that's life cycle, right? It's get the ad account to doing 6 figures and then go to the agency, go to 7 figures because now you have a full team
Sure.
and then just keep growing it from there.
What
Yeah.
do I need to? Yeah, I think that's definitely my goal is to get it to where it can just be full on with your agency. What do I need to pencil in for a spend if I'm already paying $1,200 a month for you guys to manage it? Is 10 grand a month pretty typical, or 5 grand, or what's the target?
It just depends on what the results are and how much we're spending currently. By that point, we'll be able to know an exact number that would make sense to spend monthly,
Sure.
right? So if we're spending 1,000 monthly and you're getting 6,000 in return, then you're happy with that, then we stay at that number. Or if you're like, hey, let's keep scaling it, I'm expanding, you would just keep increasing spend.
Sure. Okay. Basically, as many leads as you're able to handle on my end. Probably what
Correct.
it comes down to. Got
Yeah.
it.
And we just keep pushing quality and quality and quality and quality until just about every person you're like getting in contact with is moving forward.
Okay. Got it.
Cool. Yeah. So just over the next, just keep optimizing and then should be good to go. Throw on a
Cool.
new ad creative and great results.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Chase, really appreciate it. And hopefully we'll be in touch and
Awesome.
keep
Yeah.
looking forward to working with you.
Cool. No problem at all. All right. We'll talk soon.
Enjoy. Talk to you later. See
Bye.
ya.